Welcome back everyone to another exciting episode for coin lovers and collectors. Today's video is all about the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 2 pence coins, featuring different years, mint marks, rare varieties, and conditions that can turn an ordinary 2p coin into a small fortune. Many people overlook the humble 2 pence, but some rare examples have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction. Let's get started. First up, the 1992 2 pence may look like just another copper-colored decimal coin, but when examined closely, especially in fine condition, it reveals interesting historical significance, collector demand, and a steady presence in the auction market. In this video, we will explore its background, design features, rarity factors, market value in US dollars, and expert tips for collectors who may have one hidden away in their change jar. The United Kingdom 2 pence coin was first introduced in 1971 as part of decimalisation under Queen Elizabeth II, replacing the old pre-decimal system. By 1992, the coin was already a well-established part of everyday British currency. The 1992 issue was struck during the reign of Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the obverse of the coin. The obverse design for 1992 features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Raphael Maklouf. This portrait was used from 1985 to 1997 and shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem. The reverse of the coin displays the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, with the motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. This iconic design connects the coin to the Prince of Wales and adds a traditional royal element to its appearance. In 1992, the 2 pence coin was still made from bronze, composed mainly of copper with tin and zinc. It weighs 7.12 grams and has a diameter of 25.9 millimeters. Later in the decade, the composition would change to copper-plated steel, making the pre-1998 bronze issues, including 1992, more desirable to some collectors who prefer the heavier original metal point. One of the most notable aspects of the 1992 2 pence coin is its inscription. Coins minted between 1982 and 2008 carry the wording 2 pence on the reverse. Earlier issues from 1971 to 1981 used new pence, so by 1992 the updated inscription had become standard. Still, collectors pay close attention to lettering styles, spacing, and die varieties, as minor variations can sometimes create collectible differences. In fine condition, the coin will show moderate wear but still retain clear detail in key areas. On the obverse, the Queen's hair detail and facial outline remain visible, though slightly softened. On the reverse, the feathers of the Prince of Wales badge are distinguishable, and the coronet retains recognizable shape. The rim should remain complete without major flattening. Color also plays an important role. A 1992 bronze 2 pence coin in fine condition may show a rich brown or chocolate tone due to natural aging. Some pieces develop darker shades, while others may display light spotting. Collectors often appreciate even, natural toning over artificially clean surfaces. In terms of mintage, the 1992 2 pence coin was produced in large numbers for circulation, which means it is not considered rare in the traditional sense. However, rarity in numismatics is not determined by mintage alone. Survival rate and condition are equally important factors. Most 1992 2 pence coins were heavily circulated, used daily in transactions across the United Kingdom. As a result, many surviving examples are in worn or damaged condition. Coins with scratches, corrosion, edge knocks, or environmental damage are common. Even so, collectors still show interest in damaged coins for album fillers, educational collections, or bulk bronze sets. Interestingly, in damaged condition, the coin's value typically drops close to face value. However, if the coin has an unusual error such as off-center striking, die cracks, or misalignment, it can attract specialized collectors. Error coins from the early 1990s have occasionally sold at auctions for significantly higher amounts than standard circulation pieces. The demand for fine condition coins remains moderate. While not scarce, they are becoming less common in original bronze form due to natural wear and loss over time. As years pass, the number of well-preserved bronze 1992 pieces gradually decreases, which may slowly strengthen collector interest. Now let's talk about value. In fine condition, a standard 1992 United Kingdom 2 pence coin typically sells for approximately $433,000. This reflects its status as a common circulation coin. In very fine condition, prices may range from $314,000. Uncirculated examples can reach between $2 and $5, depending on eye appeal and market demand. Auction results sometimes vary based on presentation. For example, coins sold in certified holders or as part of high-quality year sets may bring slightly stronger prices. Error varieties or coins with exceptional toning have been known to achieve higher figures, occasionally reaching $116,000 or more, Depending on rarity and collector competition, it is important to note that while these values may seem modest, coin collecting is not always about large profits. Many collectors focus on building complete date sets of bronze 2 pence coins from the 1970s and 1980s through the mid-1990s. The 1992 issue plays a key role in completing such collections. If you own a 1992 2 pence coin, start by examining its condition carefully. Use good lighting and a magnifying glass to inspect the details. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce its collector value. Even in fine condition, originality matters more than shine. Store the coin in a dry, protective holder such as a coin flip or capsule. Bronze coins can react to moisture and develop corrosion, so proper storage helps preserve their appearance. If you suspect your coin has an error or unusual feature, compare it with verified examples or consult a reputable coin dealer. Submitting the coin for professional grading may be worthwhile if it appears to be in exceptionally high condition or has a clear minting error. Collectors in the United Kingdom and internationally continue to show steady interest in pre-steel bronze 2 pence coins. As copper prices fluctuate and older bronze coins gradually disappear from circulation, long-term collectability could strengthen. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 2 pence 1992 coin in fine condition may not be an extreme rarity, but it holds historical value, classic royal design, and steady collector interest. Featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the iconic Prince of Wales feathers, it represents an important era of British decimal coinage. While its auction market value in dollars remains modest for standard pieces, well-preserved or error examples can command higher prices. For collectors building a bronze decimal set, the 1992 issue is an essential part of the journey. Always examine your coins carefully. You never know when an ordinary-looking piece could hold more value than expected. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 pence, dated 1994. This time, our focus is on a coin found in fine condition, a grade that reflects clear details but visible circulation wear. While many people overlook modern decimal coins, collectors know that even common-looking pieces can hold interest, especially when condition, minting details, and market demand are carefully examined. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1994 UK 2 pence coin, its design and physical features, its rarity and collector demand including interest in damaged examples, and finally, its current auction market value in US dollars. By the end, you will have a complete understanding of where this coin stands in today's numismatic world. The 2 pence coin has been an essential part of the UK's decimal currency system since decimalisation in 1971. By 1994, the denomination was firmly established in everyday use across the United Kingdom. These coins circulated heavily, used for small purchases, vending machines, and everyday change. The 1994 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period marked by large-scale coin production to support daily commerce. During the early 1990s, the Royal Mint continued using copper-plated steel instead of traditional bronze, a change introduced to reduce production costs. As a result, the 1994 2 pence coin reflects both modern minting technology and the practical needs of a high-circulation coin. While it was never intended to be a rare collector's piece, time, wear, and collector interest have added layers of significance to this otherwise ordinary coin. The 1994 UK 2 pence coin features the classic and instantly recognizable design associated with the denomination. On the obverse, it displays the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, surrounded by a Latin inscription identifying her as Queen. The portrait style used during this era emphasizes realism and detail, even on coins that have seen circulation. The reverse shows the iconic Prince of Wales's feathers beneath a coronet, along with the motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. This design has deep historical roots and is one of the most enduring symbols in British coinage. In fine condition, the coin retains clear lettering and visible feather details, though light wear is present on high points such as the Queen's portrait and the feathers. The copper-plated steel surface often shows a softer shine compared to uncirculated examples, adding character without severely diminishing detail. From a mintage standpoint, the 1994 2 pence coin is not considered rare, as millions were produced for circulation. However, collector demand does not rely solely on low mintage numbers. While fine-condition coins appeal to collectors building date sets or condition-based collections, damaged examples also attract a specific segment of the market. Coins that show striking errors, unusual corrosion patterns, clipped planchets, or off-center strikes can generate interest even when technically damaged. Some collectors seek these pieces as educational examples of minting flaws or long-term circulation effects. Although a standard damaged 1994 2 pence coin holds little value, examples with clear and unusual errors can stand out, proving that condition alone does not always determine desirability. In today's auction market, a 1994 UK 2 pence coin in fine condition typically sells for a modest premium over face value. In US dollar terms, Most examples range between 5 cents and 25 cents, depending on overall eye appeal and demand. Coins offered in bulk lots often sell for less per piece, while individually listed coins with sharp details may achieve slightly higher prices. Error coins or unusual damaged examples can sell for significantly more, sometimes reaching $5 to $20, and in rare cases even higher if the error is dramatic and well documented. As always, auction results depend on timing, platform, and collector interest at the moment of sale. For collectors interested in the 1994 2-pence coin, careful inspection is essential. Use a magnifying glass to examine the surfaces for errors, double details, or signs of missing plating. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce collector value by removing original surfaces. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent further wear or corrosion, especially since copper-plated steel coins are sensitive to moisture. If you believe your coin may have an error, compare it with verified examples or seek advice from an experienced dealer. Collecting modern UK coins can be rewarding when approached with patience and attention to detail. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 2-pence coin from 1994 in fine condition represents a fascinating piece of modern British numismatic history. While it is not a rare coin by traditional standards, its design, circulation history, and occasional minting anomalies give it lasting interest among collectors. Whether you are building a complete 2-pence date collection, searching for mint errors, or simply appreciating the everyday coins of the past, the 1994 2-pence deserves a closer look. Sometimes, the most common coins tell the most authentic stories of daily life, economy, and history, and that is what makes them worth collecting. Next up, the United Kingdom 2-pence 1987 coin in very fine condition, a fascinating piece of modern British coinage that continues to attract collectors around the world. While at first glance it may seem like an ordinary decimal coin, the 1987 2-pence holds historical importance and steady collector interest. In this video, we'll explore its history, background, design features, rarity in different conditions, including damaged examples, its auction market value in US dollars, and practical tips for collectors who may want to add this coin to their collection. The United Kingdom 2-pence coin was first introduced in 1971 during the Great Decimalisation of British currency. This major monetary reform replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system with the decimal system we use today. The 1987 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, one of the longest reigning monarchs in British history. By 1987, decimal coinage had already been circulating for over 15 years, and the 2-pence coin had become a familiar part of daily transactions across the United Kingdom. That year's coin was minted at the Royal Mint in large quantities to meet circulation demand, yet condition and preservation are what truly determine its collectible value today. The obverse of the 1987 2-pence features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Raphael McLoof. This portrait, used from 1985 to 1997, shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem. Around the portrait appears the inscription Elizabeth II D times G times Reg times F times D times 1987, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse design displays the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, along with the German motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. Below the design appears the denomination 2-pence. This detailed reverse design has become iconic in British decimal coinage and adds to the historical appeal of the piece. The 1987 2-pence coin is made of bronze, weighing 7.12 grams with a diameter of 25.9 millimeters. Its rich brown color can vary depending on circulation and storage conditions. In very fine condition, the coin will show moderate wear on the highest points of the design. The Queen's hair detail may be slightly flattened, and the feathers on the reverse may show smoothing, but all major design elements remain clear and readable. Lettering should still be sharp, and the date must be distinct. Coins in this grade retain strong eye appeal and are popular among collectors who want quality without paying premium uncirculated prices. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that the 1987 2-pence was not a low mintage coin. Millions were struck for circulation. Therefore, in standard circulated grades, the coin is considered common. However, rarity increases significantly when condition improves. High-grade uncirculated examples with full original red luster are far more desirable and scarcer than circulated pieces. Additionally, collectors sometimes search for unusual errors, off-center strikes, or die varieties, which can dramatically increase value. Even damaged condition coins can attract some level of collector demand, though their value is typically limited. In damaged condition such as heavily scratched, corroded, bent, or environmentally damaged coins, the 1987 2-pence generally holds only face value unless it contains a mint error. Bronze coins are particularly vulnerable to environmental damage, especially if exposed to moisture. Dark spots, pitting, or bronze disease can reduce both eye appeal and market value. Still, some collectors keep damaged examples as placeholders until they can upgrade to better condition pieces. Now let's talk about the current market value in US dollars. In very fine condition, a standard 1987 United Kingdom 2 pence coin typically sells for approximately 20 cents to 75 cents, depending on eye appeal and market demand. In extremely fine condition, it may reach around $1 to $2. Brilliant uncirculated examples with strong red color can sell between $3 and $6, and sometimes slightly higher if professionally graded and preserved in exceptional condition. Proof versions struck for collectors as part of annual proof sets can command higher prices, often ranging from $8 to $15 or more, depending on packaging and preservation. However, it's important to remember that prices fluctuate based on collector interest, bullion trends, and overall coin market conditions at auction. Most circulated 1987 2 pence coins do not achieve high premiums due to their large mintage. However, certified high-grade examples graded MS65 red or higher by professional grading services may bring stronger results, especially if demand for modern British coins increases. Error coins, such as dramatic off-center strikes or double dies, can sometimes sell for $20, $50, or even more depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. These special cases are what often generate excitement among collectors. For collectors interested in acquiring the 1987 2 pence coin, there are several useful tips to keep in mind. First, always examine the coin's color. Bronze coins are valued based on their color designation. Red-red-brown or brown-red examples are typically the most valuable. Second, avoid cleaning coins. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce value significantly. Third, consider purchasing from reputable coin dealers or well-known online auction platforms. If investing in higher-grade examples, certification from recognized grading companies adds credibility and resale potential. Finally, store bronze coins in dry, controlled environments to prevent corrosion and discoloration. The United Kingdom 2 pence 1987 in very fine condition may not be a rare treasure in terms of mintage, but it remains an important part of British decimal coin history. Its elegant design, royal portrait, and connection to the era of Queen Elizabeth II make it a meaningful collectible. While most examples carry modest monetary value in dollars, condition plays a crucial role in determining price. Whether you are a beginner collector building a date set or an experienced numismatist searching for high-grade specimens, the 1987 2 pence coin represents a small yet significant piece of modern British heritage. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 1993, specifically in fine circulated condition. You might have one of these coins in your change jar, slightly worn from years of use, and be wondering if it holds any special value. Could it be rare? Could it sell for more than face value at auction? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll uncover the full story behind the 1993 2 pence coin, its history, design, rarity, collector demand, and its true market value in US dollars. Let's dive right in. The 2 pence coin, introduced in 1971 as part of the UK's decimalisation, was created to replace the old pre-decimal tuppence. Its introduction marked a new era in British coinage, designed for easier everyday transactions in a modern decimal system. Why 1993? The coin had already seen more than 2 decades of circulation. The design still featured the badge of the Prince of Wales, designed by Christopher Ironside, with 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet and the motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. The obverse featured the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Macluf, who portrayed Her Majesty wearing the royal diadem, a look that exudes dignity and grace. During this period, the 2 pence coin was made from bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It wasn't until 1992 that a shift to copper-plated steel began, but the 1993 coins continued with this newer, lighter composition. This makes 1993 an important year for collectors, marking one of the first full years of the new metal type in circulation. The 1993 2 pence coin is easily identifiable with its classic reddish-bronze appearance, although over time, coins in circulation tend to darken or develop a patina. The obverse features the Queen's right-facing profile, surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1993. The reverse holds the emblem of the Prince of Wales with the denomination 2 pence prominently displayed. In fine condition, your 1993 2p coin will show moderate, where the Queen's portrait will be slightly smoothed out, and the details on the feathers and crown may appear worn, but all major design elements remain visible. Despite being a common circulation coin, it's a piece that represents both the artistic and historical heritage of modern British coinage. Additionally, due to the metal transition in the early 1990s, Some collectors have reported rare examples struck on older bronze planchets instead of the intended copper-plated steel. Such error coins are extremely scarce and can command higher prices at auction. When we talk about rarity, the 1993 2 pence is considered a common circulation coin, as the Royal Mint produced millions that year. However, that doesn't mean collectors aren't interested. For those building complete decimal year sets, 1993 remains an essential piece to L coins from this year that have retained their shine or show minimal where are sought after for albums and display collections. On the other hand, damaged or heavily circulated examples, while less valuable, still attract entry-level collectors or hobbyists looking to fill gaps at a low cost. The true rarity lies in minting errors or wrong metal planchets, for example, a coin struck on leftover bronze blanks from 1991 or earlier. These are occasionally spotted in circulation and can fetch significant premiums. So, even though the regular 1993 coin is common, the hunt for error variants keeps collector interest alive. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: how much is the 1993 2 pence coin worth today? In fine circulated condition, most examples sell for around $534,000, close to their face value. The coin's high mintage means supply is plentiful, keeping prices low for everyday pieces. However, values increase with condition and rarity. Brilliant uncirculated examples can sell for $416,000, especially if they come from official Royal Mint sets. Error coins, such as wrong planchet or off-center strikes, have been known to fetch $324,000 depending on rarity and collector demand. Proof coins, if you find a 1993 proof version, can reach $122,000, as they were made in limited numbers for collectors only on online platforms like eBay or Numista. Prices vary depending on presentation and condition, but fine condition coins tend to remain affordable for most collectors if you're interested in collecting 2 pence coins like the 1993 version. Here are some valuable tips: inspect carefully for errors, always check for unusual coloring, double strikes, or misaligned designs. These small details can turn a common coin into a valuable find. Avoid cleaning your coins. Cleaning can damage the metal surface, removing natural toning and lowering value significantly. Use proper storage. Keep coins in protective holders or albums to prevent rust and moisture damage, especially since post-1992 coins are made of steel and can corrode easily. Compare market prices. Check auction sites and coin catalogs regularly to stay updated on demand trends. Build a full set, completing a collection of all decimal 2p coins from 1971 onwards can increase your set's collective value and appeal. So, is the 1993 United Kingdom 2 pence coin rare? Not particularly, but it still holds a special place in British numismatic history. It represents a turning point in coin composition and carries the timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, making it a worthy addition to any coin enthusiast collection. While circulated examples might only fetch a few cents, the story, design, and occasional rare error coin make it far more interesting than its face value suggests. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 1990. At first glance, this small copper-colored coin may seem like ordinary pocket change, but for collectors and numismatics enthusiasts, every coin tells a story. The 1992 pence coin holds historical significance as part of the modern decimal coinage of the United Kingdom, and its value depends heavily on condition, rarity, and collector demand. In today's detailed discussion, we will examine the coin's history, its unique features, rarity especially in damaged or circulated condition, its auction market value in dollars, and helpful tips for its decimal currency. This transition replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system with a simplified decimal system where 100 pence equals 1 pound. The 2 pence coin became an important part of daily transactions and remains in circulation today. The 1990 version of the coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring her portrait designed by Raphael Macluf, which was used on British coins during the late 1980s and early 1990s. The Royal Mint produced the 1992 pence coin at its Llantrisant facility in Wales. During that year, approximately 204 million coins were struck for circulation, making it a widely produced coin compared to certain rare or limited issue coins. Despite this large production number, collectors still value the coin as part of historical coin sets and year collections. The 1990 issue also represents the continuation of bronze coinage before the Royal Mint switched to copper-plated steel for 2 pence coins beginning in 1992. This makes the 1990 coin one of the last bronze examples in the early modern era of British decimal currency. The 1990 UK 2 pence coin contains several distinctive characteristics that collectors use to identify and evaluate the coin. The coin is made of bronze, giving it the familiar reddish-brown color commonly associated with British small denomination coins from that era. It weighs approximately 7.12 grams and measures about 25.9 millimeters in diameter, with a smooth edge and round shape. The obverse side of the coin features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Macluf. The Queen is shown wearing the royal diadem crown, and the surrounding inscription includes her name and royal title. This portrait style is particularly recognizable and was used from 1985 until 1997 on circulating British coins. On the reverse side, the coin displays the famous Prince of Wales feathers badge, designed by Christopher Ironside. This design includes 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, along with the denomination 2 pence. The design symbolizes British royal heritage and remains one of the most iconic coin designs in modern British currency. The detailed feather design and lettering help collectors determine the coin's strike quality and condition, which directly affects its market value. Although the 1992 pence coin was produced in large numbers, its rarity depends mainly on its condition. With over 204 million coins minted, it is generally considered a common circulation coin. However, collectors still seek examples that remain in higher grades or that display unusual characteristics such as minting errors or exceptional preservation. In damaged or heavily circulated condition, the coin loses much of its collector appeal because scratches, corrosion, and worn design details reduce its visual quality and historical integrity. Coins described as fine condition usually show moderate wear but still retain clear design features and readable inscriptions. These coins are still collected, especially by beginners or collectors building date-by-date collections. Interestingly, error coins can significantly increase the value of otherwise common 2 pence pieces. Rare examples struck on incorrect metal blanks or coins featuring unusual coloring or striking mistakes have sold at auction for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, these error coins are extremely rare and should not be confused with standard circulation coins from 1990. The market value of a 1990 UK 2 pence coin varies depending on its condition. According to collector pricing guides, standard examples generally range from about 29 cents to nearly $3, depending on preservation quality. A coin in fine condition typically sells for around 40 to 50 cents in the collector market. Coins in better condition, such as extremely fine or uncirculated examples, can reach higher values, with uncirculated coins approaching $3. Auction prices for standard 1992 pence coins remain relatively modest because of their high mintage numbers. However, coins with unusual minting errors or exceptional grading can command much higher prices. Collectors and auction houses evaluate coins based on strike quality, color preservation, and absence of damage, which can significantly increase their desirability and final sale price. For collectors interested in the 1990 UK 2 pence coin, there are several important tips to remember. First, always examine the coin's condition carefully. Look for clear feather details on the reverse and strong portrait lines on the obverse. Avoid coins that show heavy corrosion or cleaning marks, as these can reduce collector value. Store coins properly using protective holders or coin albums. Exposure to air, moisture, or fingerprints can damage bronze coins and lower their long-term value. Handling coins only by their edges is recommended to preserve their original surface. Research potential minting errors or unusual variations. While rare, these errors can transform a common coin into a highly valuable collector item. Using reputable coin catalogs, auction records, and grading services can help verify authenticity and determine accurate market value. Consider building a complete collection of British decimal coins from different years and designs. Even common coins like the 1992 pence can become valuable when included in full date sets or historical collections. The United Kingdom 1992 pence coin is a fascinating example of modern British coinage. While it is not considered extremely rare due to its large production numbers, it holds historical importance as part of the bronze decimal coin series and features iconic British royal designs. In fine condition, the coin maintains modest collector value, typically selling for under $1, but it remains an important piece for collectors interested in British currency history. As with many coins, condition, rarity, and potential minting errors play crucial roles in determining market value. Collectors who carefully preserve their coins and research unique varieties may discover hidden treasures within their collections. The 1992 pence coin reminds us that even everyday coins can carry historical significance and collector interest. If you enjoyed this detailed breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue exploring the fascinating world of rare and valuable UK coins.